Tuesday. We back already. Tuesday is here.
It comes so fast. The weeks go by so fast.
It does. It does. Are you ready for Halloween?
Yes, you know I am. I have all my stuff in my closet all ready for Halloween. I have my little bags and all the treats ready to pack my little bags. Jacob's excited because he said he's taking all of the kids' stuff, that whatever's left over he's taking, even though he's not eating it because he's working out.
I'm not really a Halloween person per se, but I have been seeing like a lot of sales from all suppliers.
I started Christmas already.
Yeah, the cruises, I saw someone, like one of my friends shared on her page, like $169 a person on Carnival. And I was like, what?
I went and looked at one, and there's one going to Belize. And it's in February. And it's 7 days, and it's for two people. I think in a cove balcony, it was like 800 or something, but that was because it was the TA incentive. Yeah, they're booking all the way up. They've extended the travel agent specials all the way up till April of 2022.
Yeah, I need to go look. I'm gonna go take a look. I want to take my girls on a cruise.
Yeah, but I'm trying to decide, one or the other, because my birthday trip, Dubai or cruise.
Dubai.
Man, someplace different. I'm not going without somebody I'm comfortable or trust or a group of people, because I'm not doing that by myself.
Dubai. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Bali.
First time I went to Mexico, I went with a group of Planet Marketing people, but none of them were really like my friends' friends. Remember, I was supposed to go I was married at the time, ended up going alone.
You know what? That was the beginning.
That was the beginning of the end right there.
Now that I think about it, because you're so nice. And when you say, okay, if you don't do this, I'm going to go without you. And then they're like, you ain't going to go without me.
You didn't think so.
You did.
That's the first trip I took alone.
Yep. You're a strong woman. You got this. But I don't blame you. I would want to go, with somebody to another country. I would want to go. So, I almost had a heart attack going to Atlanta without my husband. So
it's Atlanta, Lysa.
I know. I was so afraid that the plane was full, and I was afraid that I was going to have to sit next to a guy. I was almost in tears. I was like, I don't want to sit next to a man. I don't want to sit by a man.
You sit next to a man?
No. So I found a lady with a baby, and I was like, let me sit next to the lady with the baby. But I'm super excited to talk with our guest tonight because he is on the tourism board of Antiqua and Barbuda. And if you guys know me, you know I'm a tropical girl that loves pretty water, and the water does not get any prettier than Antiqua and Barbuda. So
and pink sand.
Pink sand.
Pink. I
love pink. And if there's pink sand, I'm all about that.
Absolutely. So we should bring our guest on.
So we're definitely going to take a really, really, really quick break. And then we will talk with our special guest, Norell Joseph. Stay with us. We will be right back.
Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle but have less than perfect credit? Look no further than Mi Amigo Motors, offering in-house financing to help you build or reestablish your credit. All vehicles are put through a multi-point inspection, and their award-winning customer service and on-site service center will make your buying experience stress-free. I know you got your stimulus check and it's tax refund season, so stop by Mi Amigo Motors today at 9729 Long Point Road or give them a call at 832-548-5922. 5927 to reserve your appointment for their VIP approval. Again, that's 832-548-5927. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
And we are back with our special guest, Norell Joseph. Welcome to Travel Talk Tuesday.
Welcome,
Hello,
welcome.
hello.
How is your week so far?
It's been busy, but busy as in good busy. So happy to be rounding out my Tuesday with you two gorgeous ladies, and thank you so much for this opportunity for us to
Oh,
talk travel and for us to talk about Antigua and Barbuda, where the beach is just the beginning.
oh yes.
Woo! All
And
I
I
need is the
yeah.
beach.
No, I want more than just
Yeah.
a beach.
And as you can see just behind me, it's absolutely gorgeous. They all look just like that, just
I was
pristine
gonna
and
ask you
beautiful.
if that was a picture of Antigua and Barbuda. Oh my
It
gosh,
sure
I
is.
love it.
It sure is.
How is the
So the
how is the
biggest
swimming on the
thing
beaches?
I do want to know the beaches, but I want to know the food too. I want to know like the culture. Um, but I really want to know about the beaches.
Well, one of the things that I've learned that we have to learn about our destinations is a lot of people want to know if there's swimmable beaches.
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. So if you don't already know, Antigua and Barbuda, between both islands, boast 366 fantastic beaches, and
Oh wow.
every one of them is swimmable, whether you're on the Caribbean seaside or the Atlantic Ocean side. Because the beautiful thing about our destination, that even if you're on the Atlantic side where you have those rough Atlantic waves, most of our beaches are enclosed and protected by barrier reefs, etc. So it makes all of the beaches quite swimmable, pristine sand, from your white powdery sand to your golden brownish sand to your pink sand.
The
We
pink.
boast it all in Antigua and Barbuda.
Mm.
So, how many pink sand beaches do you have?
So we only actually have one pink sand beach, but the length of it certainly makes up for the lack of more pink sand beaches. And that is because on our sister island of Barbuda, our pink sand beach stretches for 17 miles. So you
Oh
could walk
wow.
for miles in either direction and never see a single place. So when we talk about, we're in this pandemic right now, when we talk about social distancing, Antigua and Barbuda is perfect for that because you can totally have seclusion and exclusivity on both islands.
That sounds good to me.
What is the language that's spoken there?
We are English speaking
Huh?
Caribbean, former British territories. So we're actually going to celebrate our 40th anniversary of independence from Great Britain on November 1st. So in about 3 weeks, and so we're still pretty much we drive on the left, just as the British do. We have the English, and of course some of our we still have afternoon tea and so forth on island, just as part of the British culture. But yes, we've been independent for 40 years and has certainly a warm and welcoming folks on island that you can certainly relax and enjoy, whether it's your vacation destination, wedding, or honeymoon, or girls' vacation, whatever your
All
travel
of
needs
the
are.
above. Yeah.
All of the above.
Yeah.
That sounds so awesome. And I'm definitely intrigued by the afternoon tea.
Oh yeah, I like that. I have a sister-in-law that's British, so I've learned all about the different traditions. She got me started on pinafores.
Oh,
That's a Christmas
oh,
thing. So yeah,
yes.
I like that.
Okay, well, you're going to have to make that because it sounds interesting.
I don't make pinafores. You purchase them. I do not make them.
She's like, you're not putting an apron on me for everything, woman.
She tries to get me to cook for everything. No, not a
Oh,
pinafore.
tell you what, you come to Antigua and we'll take care of all the meals for you. You'll never have a bad meal while on island.
That's
Yes.
another that brings up a topic. So all inclusive, yes or no?
Yes, we do. Yes,
Oh,
we
yes.
do.
Okay.
We boast quite a plethora of options for you to choose from on destination, from your large properties, 300, 400 rooms, to your small boutique resorts. 50 rooms or less. Your adults only, your couples only, your family friendly resorts, which are great for groups and meetings and small meetings and incentive groups as well. All inclusives or your bread and breakfast, your 5-star ultra luxurious properties to your moderate, middle of the road, mid scale type resort. So we boast something for everyone at every price point on destination.
Sounding better and better. I am an all-inclusive girl to my heart.
Most definitely. So are
No
there any
shortage
of
of
the big
options there.
brands that are there?
Well, Rio's
Uh,
there.
yeah.
Rio's there?
Hmm.
No, no, not
No?
in Antigua, not as yet though. Currently, we have Marriott Autograph Collections, which are the Royalton Resort, Royalton
Okay.
Antigua, and as you know, the Royalton Antigua boasts over-the-water bungalows
Oh
as
yeah.
well in Antigua. So that's the only um, major brand that you might know. Of course, Sandals, of course, is a major brand throughout the Caribbean. So we were the first sandals outside of the home country of sandals, which is Jamaica, of course, out in the Caribbean. So we've had a very long love affair with sandals resorts as well, and of course. There are quite a few other properties for you to choose from. Like I mentioned, so many options, but and there's some in the pipeline as well in terms of major brands. So certainly something that you can look forward to.
Yes, I think I was jumping the gun on the Rio because I think that's coming. Well,
Uh,
I think that's what I was told.
You never know. You never know. I'm not spilling any beans here for sure.
uh-oh. Not sharing the tea, so to speak.
Nope. No beans, no beans.
So, what are the mandatory entry requirements right now?
So currently, our protocols are quite easy. All arriving persons must have at least the first dose of any approved vaccine, and those are vaccines that have been approved by the World Health Organization or by our Ministry of Health, and of course, those include all the major vaccines which are here in the United States: Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson and Johnson, etc. And then, of course, so you must have the first dose of a vaccine, and you must also have a negative PCR test within 4 days of your arrival. Those are the only two requirements for you to get entry into the destination.
So
Now
no
there are,
non-vaccinated.
sorry,
So
No
no non-vaccinated.
non-vaccinated.
not at this time. No, those protocols went into effect as of October 1st.
Oh,
So just about a week and a half ago. So we're now only vaccinated, at least those who have gotten the first dose of any vaccine that has been approved, can enter into the destination at this time. But once you're on island, you can certainly enjoy your vacation or the purpose of your trip because you're staying at your biosafe or certified accommodation, which all of our resorts, villas, and cottages, etc., are biosafe and available for you and your clients. And then, of course, you can go on all of the tours and excursions and activities that are open and available, and a majority of the tours, excursion activities are available as well for you and your clients. So you're enjoying the destination. There's no quarantine once you arrive
I'm gonna ask
with
that
those
if there were any
with those
restrictions with
yeah
that.
with those requirements. And so you can certainly just enjoy the destination, move about at your own pace because the destination is very safe as well. So you can venture off your resort all on your own. If you wanted to rent a car and drive around and explore the destination all on your own, then you can most certainly do so. Move around at your own pace because it's certainly a very safe destination for you to do so.
I'm not driving on my own. You have to drive on the other side of the road.
Yes, yes.
Someone to drive me.
Which is the correct way to drive on the left.
Now, when I went to Jamaica, I thought I was gonna die. No,
Oh man, they drive so fast and it's
they
like they don't
do.
stop. They're like the other person has to stop. They won't stop. It's like, oh my gosh.
So no, that's a no for me. I don't mind riding. I'm just not gonna drive.
Yeah, and I'm gonna close my eyes when I ride.
So
But you
within
wouldn't
4 days,
have
you have to have a negative PCR test. So how does that work as far as where you get those tests completed at? I know some of
so
the other hotels in some of the other destinations provide them at the resorts, the
so
testing.
yeah. Yeah, so on your return back to the US, if you're required to get a test, you can certainly get tested on island. Several of the resorts offer the antigen tests for you to do. So if you prefer to have a PCR test, you can certainly get that done at our public institutions on island, the hospital, etc. But yes, majority of the resorts on island do offer the antigen test if you needed to have a test done to return to the United States. And in terms of coming into Antigua, once it's an accredited laboratory providing the PCR test, of course, no rapid tests or home tests are valid for entry. It must be a PCR test done by a medical professional.
So CVS.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
the United
absolutely.
States,
Yeah,
yes.
you can
Yes.
certainly go to CVS and get your PCR test done. Yeah,
I have
and
to
once
go get
it's
mine done
within
tomorrow at work.
yeah,
Yes.
and once it's within 4 days of your arrival, you're perfectly fine to enter.
That's exactly
Mhm.
what I'm going to do. Like when I get ready to go to Punta Cana next month, I'm going to make sure that I'm in office so that I can go get my test.
So they can, no, that one might not work because is it a PCR test?
I don't know. It's in your nose.
Well, I mean, it's a professional that's there and they get the results, but it's like within like 30 minutes. So I don't know if that's.
Oh, yeah, that might be a rapid. So
it might be a rapid.
Yeah. Well, there goes
We
that.
shall. Yeah.
Back to CVS.
So as far as, okay, so you already said that it's British. So I was going to say the cuisine is probably, I mean, what is the cuisine?
Absolutely delicious.
Never tried?
Yeah, well, you can certainly, you're on an island, so you're certainly getting that fresh seafood, that red
Gosh.
snapper, and of course, the conch and the lobster. And you certainly want to have, the Barbuda spiny lobster, which is so delicious. And it's actually, world renowned in terms of how sweet and nice and buttery it is. The Barbuda
I'm all
spiny
about the butter.
Oh yeah, and of course, in terms of just the way we cook, we put a lot of love into the way we cook. So you're certainly getting, a lovely home cooked meal, as well as if you're just moving around the island, you want to have some of the local fruit and
Yes.
so forth that we do produce right on island, grown right on island. The real farm to table experience. You can have that on Antigua and Barbuda. From the various varieties of mangoes to the Antigua black pineapple, which is considered one of the sweetest pineapples you'll ever
Really?
eat.
I'm a pineapple
Black
lover.
pineapple.
Black pineapple.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Never knew
so,
that existed. Okay.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
I'm even more intrigued.
Yeah, yeah, and not to be confused, the fruit isn't actually black. It's just a portion of the skin,
Oh,
the
okay.
outside of the pineapple that is black. And so once you peel that off, you cut that off and enjoy the fruit, then it's certainly sweet and delicious because it's grown in the rich volcanic soil on the
Oh.
southern side of the island.
So it's there's a volcano?
Well, most of these islands were formed by volcanoes, but no, not an active volcano
Okay.
in and around Antigua and Barbuda. No.
Don't get over there freaking out over there, Lysa.
Well, no, I think I would want to see a volcano. Of course,
I would
not an
love to.
active one, but I would want to see one.
So, of course, if you wanted to make that as a tour, because that's a tour as well that you could do from
Okay.
Antigua, you could probably do a helicopter tour over to our neighboring island, Montserrat, where there is a dormant volcano at this time, which
Awesome.
erupted I think last erupted
Wow.
probably 10 years ago or more than 10 years ago.
So how does that work? The volcano erupts and is there a safety drill? Is there procedures? Like we have tornado warnings and stuff like that. Are there just certain procedures that everybody takes?
Uh, of course, the officials in the neighboring Isle of Montserrat would certainly have procedures that they would follow, should that happen again. But over in Antigua, not particularly because we're some distance away. But I imagine eventually, as have been in the past, we would get some of the ash because of
Right.
the way how the wind blows, the wind direction, etc. So we'll get some of that ash, but not in Antigua, no. And of course, we always welcome our brothers and sisters from Montserrat to come over and shelter in Antigua and Barbuda. And of course, it's some of them. For some of them, it's a second home because we're so close and have such a good relationship and good camaraderie in the Caribbean.
So how is the closeness as far if you want to go from one island to the other? Is it a boat ride? Is it a plane ride? How close are they?
So going off from Antigua to Barbuda, you can certainly do a ferry service, which takes about an hour and a half, 90 minutes for you to go by boat over to Barbuda, as well as, you could take one of the small planes or the helicopter, which is 15 minutes by air. So 15 minutes by air, an hour and a half by sea. That's over to Barbuda. Getting over to Montserrat would be either the helicopter as well, or a small plane, which could take you over there. And just about that's probably around a 20-minute ride as well. And then if you wanted to go to different islands in the Caribbean, if you wanted to island hop, Antigua is the main hub for interregional travel, and that is because we have one of the island carriers, which is called Liat Airlines, which island hops between several other islands. And Antigua is the hub for that particular airline. And so you can go over to islands in the Southern Caribbean or the islands within the Leeward Islands, which are right within the same area as us.
Kimberly's here. Hello, Kimberly,
Hi, Kim.
one of our
Hello.
viewers that is diligently here every week.
She's very supportive.
Very much.
Thank you
Okay.
guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for the support. And I definitely want to shout out all of our listeners, all of our YouTube subscribers. If you are not a YouTube subscriber, go to YouTube and subscribe to Stunner Radio. When you subscribe to Stunner Radio, you get a pop-up on your phone. So anytime one of the shows come on, then it pops up on your phone. I found that out. I want to shout out to our listeners that are in Botswana, Ghana, the Philippines, Italy, Sweden, Germany. There's like 17 countries that listen to us, and I'm 42, so I don't remember every one of them, but I appreciate all of you guys for all the support. We love the love. So definitely, keep supporting, keep listening. And I'm gonna learn like all the subscribers countries, and I'm gonna write them down, and I'm gonna learn how to say thank you in all of their languages.
And
so
all of the languages. So we're gonna have to learn.
Stay tuned for that.
Well, I certainly know you've gained some listeners from Antigua and Barbuda from this evening, so you can add another country to your list.
Oh,
Hi,
right.
Antigua and Barbuda. We're gonna come see you really soon. We want some conch and some black pineapple.
Yes, yes.
Definitely.
So,
what other questions do we have, Lysa?
So this pink sand beach, are there resorts that are there?
So currently not at this time, no. But and that's on Barbuda. However, there are several properties on Barbuda that you could certainly indulge in. It's a small island, so you can get around it very easily. You currently have the Barbuda Bell Resort, which is on our sister island on Barbuda on the west coast. There's Barbuda cottages and smaller boutique style resorts. These resorts or properties are less than 10 rooms, so very boutique in nature, very low density in terms of development. In terms of, and this is something that has been announced already. So one of the developments happening shortly on Barbuda will be the Nobu Resort. Because Barbuda also features a Nobu restaurant, which is currently open at this time, and that's owned and operated by actor Robert De Niro, who has been visiting Barbuda for many years, and so he is certainly making that development of the Noble Beach Inn, or the Noble Beach Resort on the sister island. So, and there are other developments going on there. But like I mentioned, for you to get around Barbuda is very easily. It's a very small island, just 62 square miles, and
Oh,
you can
wow.
get around it very easily. And so
That's like
getting
driving
to the
around Houston.
pretty much, yeah,
We can
yeah,
go everywhere. We're used to that.
yeah, a, a whole
Lisa
lot
Danae says,
smaller than
"Hey,
Houston.
Antigua and Barbuda. Hey,
Hey,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Guys,
Well, I think I'm
I'm
ready.
me
I'm ready
too.
to go. What do you think, Lisa?
I'm
Let's
ready.
get on,
I'm
let's
more
get
than
on our
ready.
list. So I read that the flight from the U.S.
Mhm.
How far is it? Is it a 6-hour flight? Is that what it
Let
says?
me
Oh,
pull it
no,
up.
no, 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 no.
That's
So
what mine
from,
says. 6 hours.
oh, well, if 6 hours, probably including your connection from Houston.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you're flying from Miami, it's just about 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Three,
Okay.
3 hours and a little bit. And if you're flying from New York, it's about just less than 4 hours. So, and we have nonstop flights from Miami, being American Airlines, which is daily, and during the peak season, twice daily service out of Miami. Beginning December 4th, we will be launching nonstop service from Orlando International Airport with Frontier Airlines.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
coming up in in a couple of months. So that's another option for folks who are coming out of the Midwest and West Coast, etc. And then you also have American from Charlotte, which is a Saturday only service. You also have Delta from Atlanta, which is a Saturday only service currently, and that gets up to two, three, 4 times a week during the peak season. You have American, Delta, and JetBlue from JFK International, as well as American and JetBlue code sharing on the same flight, in addition to United Airlines from Newark, New Jersey. So those are all the gateways that are covered, mostly Eastern Seaboard gateways, but we continue to work with all of our partners to provide additional service, new routes, and other gateways into the destination to make it easy for you and your clients to get there. I know you're in Houston. It's a discussion that we've had with a few airlines. So hopefully we can get something out of Texas in the near future.
That would be good. I was going to say we will probably, our best bet would be connecting in Atlanta and going from Atlanta to there probably. Yeah. Oh, Kim's got a question. Where to go? How does a person find the dates of different festivals happening each year?
So you can certainly get that on our website, which is visit antiguabarbuda.com. We have a calendar there. Obviously, the calendar is a little sparse for 2021, and certainly we're building out 2022, of course, because several of the events and activities that we usually have on our calendar, we weren't able to host them because of the pandemic. But you can certainly look forward to, Sailing Week next year, which is the Antigua Sailing Week, which is one of the largest sailing regattas you'll ever find in the Caribbean. That happens at the end of April. You have the Antigua Carnival. Hopefully, we're able to host Carnival next year. That culminates on the first Monday and Tuesday in August, and it's 2 weeks of events leading into that first Monday and Tuesday in August, where we celebrate our emancipation and our history and our culture, and the cuisine and the music and the arts and craft, and everything is on display during that period. And you can, hopefully both of you can come down and put on some costumes and join me on the road as we celebrate Carnival as well. Yeah.
What was
And
that
so,
website again?
sorry?
What was that
Visit
website again?
AntiguaBarbuda.com.
Visit AntiguaBarbuda.com.
That is correct.
Okay.
I'm going to put that in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So
We need to show since we have some listeners interacting with us right now, we should probably play your wonderful video that you have.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So if you guys want to see
Let's
exactly what he's talking about,
we're going to watch.
Yes.
That'll be me right there.
Definitely. Oh my gosh.
Makes you want to come right now, doesn't it?
Yes, let's go.
I'm ready. It is gorgeous.
Yes,
You are
it
right.
is gorgeous. Oh, look at that water. Oh, y'all, I'm telling y'all, we going. When we going, Melissa?
We're going to have to make a list. We have a list planned. It's a new area of the Caribbean that we have not explored yet.
Oh, goodness. That was so gorgeous.
It was.
And that was the idea. We want you to be able.
Oh, Norell. Oh, no. Lisa's on the crowd. You read what Lysa wrote, not me.
Norell, do all the men look like you? I'm asking for a friend.
Me and even better than me.
Oh, Lysa Dene.
Leave it to Lysa.
Lysa, I'll say wagwan, wagwan, Lysa.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sign me up, she says.
Oh, now we got Kim co-signing.
Oh, good gravy.
Lysa says, sign me up. She is ready to go.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I know two people that'll come with us.
Yep, we're going to plan a girls trip. So
Absolutely.
if we're going to book Antigua for our clients or for ourselves, what is the best suppliers to use?
So we actually work with everyone. So of course, depending on what your preferred supplier is, Island Destinations, Vacation Express, ALG, Travel Impressions, Apple Vacations, Pleasant Holidays, Classic Vacations, GoGo. We work with all of them. So absolutely, they all carry, if not all of the resorts, several of the resorts and islands. So depending on your preferred tour operator, certainly go ahead and work along with them.
ALG. ALG.
Lysa and Kim are planning a girls trip together. Did you see their comments? You're going to go get their groove back. Oh my goodness.
No need to get it back if you haven't lost it.
I was going to say that exact same thing. Like she ever lost it.
Most definitely. Oh my God. But I do think a new destination, a girls trip would be the best.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I am going to look at it tonight because I'm definitely ready to go.
Yeah,
I haven't explored that one yet. So you tell us when the best time to go and we're down. We're ready.
So what's the weather like towards the end of the year? Like around this time of year, October-ish. What's the weather like?
So certainly I'll definitely answer that, but because you're on that point of, looking at it, the airfare to the destination is absolutely phenomenal right now. So depending on where you're coming from, you can get fantastic airfare into the destination, even for the peak season. So if you are looking to, book a trip for this upcoming winter season or over the festive holidays, certainly you can find really great options into the destination. And the weather is beautiful all year round, just like you're seeing behind me in my background or you saw in that video. That is pretty much the weather for us all year round. Unfortunately, but I guess sometimes it's a good, in terms of for travel plans, it's a good problem to have. We don't get a lot of rain. So while that, puts a strain in terms of, having, for us being in a drought, etc., certainly makes for beautiful weather for folks who are visiting the destination for a short period. And so you have beautiful weather all year round. It's an average of about 75 to 85 degrees throughout the year. And like I mentioned, just pristine, beautiful, very few clouds in the sky, fantastic beaches, delicious food, and of course, great people for you to hang out with and get to know.
It sounds like a very much of a hospitable area where you could, sometimes some of the destinations are so commercial that it's not, you worry a little bit about that. So this doesn't seem to be commercial.
Definitely not Antigua and Barbuda. We're one of those authentic Caribbean islands in the Caribbean, and so certainly you'll feel like you're on a Caribbean island. We only have two resorts which have high rises, and most of our resorts are lower than a palm tree, lower than a coconut tree, as you can see in my background. So, it's one floor or two floors at most for most of our resorts. And so you can definitely feel at home in the Caribbean, in Antigua and Barbuda, with the beautiful colors and the vibrancy that you'll find in Caribbean islands, and of course the way we speak and our culture and our history is still very much part of us and who we are, and so certainly you'll feel right in the Caribbean in Antigua and Barbuda. And I must mention, it is an absolutely safe destination. So you can feel, you're just mentioning, having a girls trip to the destination. There's several resorts which would be great for that, and of course offline we can talk about some of those options, and depending on what you're looking for, I can point you in the right direction. But in terms of moving around the island, activities, and being safe and so forth, Antigua and Barbuda certainly provides that safety and security for you as well.
So I definitely did just pull it.
Oh, of course. She's researching as we speak.
And it's actually pretty inexpensive for what I pulled. I pulled Royalton. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty decent, but I'm not going to speak on it because the dates that I pulled, I'm not going those dates. So the airfare is only allowing you 10 months out. So I'll pull it again, but yeah, the rates are looking pretty good for August. And the Royalton it's all inclusive, and I pulled a luxury junior suite with a bay view, and it's it's flight, it's hotel, it's transfers, it's everything.
Oh, that's what we need right there.
Yep. So y'all, we'll be Antigua coming soon.
Like our package deals.
And we're going to be going to the Pink Sand Beach.
Yes. So we need to stay you said it's only 60 square miles, so I guess we don't really have to worry about that. But I say we need to stay close to the Pink Sandy Beaches.
Oh, yeah. No,
I need pictures on the Pink Sandy Beaches.
Definitely.
Absolutely. You can have your pictures with whether you're having a rum punch or a mocktail, whatever it is, or cold Wadadli beer. And if you're not familiar with the name Wadadli, which is Wadadli, is the cultural name of Antigua. And so we have a beer that is named after us. And so if you do like a cold beverage, like a beer on a warm, sunny day at the beach, you can certainly have a Wadadli beer on the beach, on the pink sand, enjoying the sun rays and swimming.
I'm all about the swimming. I'm a swimming girl, so I want to get. That's why I want to go to the resorts with the swimmable beaches.
Definitely.
Not be able to swim.
So we're going to take a really quick commercial break, and we will be right back. Don't move, because I have another question.
Uh-oh.
Hello, entrepreneurs. This is Lysa, the Boss Lady, and I have something amazing just for you. The Boss Up Bootcamp is coming to Houston, Texas on October 23rd from 10 to 3 at the Reverse It Center in North Houston. If you're an entrepreneur, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if your business needs a boost, this is the event for you. We have 3 dynamic speakers and, of course, me, Lysa the Boss Lady, ready to give you so much information on how to do just that. Visit my website, www.lysathabosslady.com. That's www.lysathabosslady.com. Can't wait to see you there.
We are back.
So what's your big question, Lysa?
So,
you forgot?
Oh, What are the excursions like? What are the attractions that we have to see?
So there's certainly lots of things you can do while there. We have over 100 different things that you can do while on island, unless you just really want to lay on the beach and relax. From swimming with the stingrays to taking circumnavigation cruises around the island. You can snorkel. You can kayak through the Antigua, through the mangroves. You can go diving for shipwreck. There's PADI certified diving as well, or certainly you can go zip lining. You can go off trail with 268 buggies. You can do hiking tours and walking trails, parasailing, paragliding. There's a whole lot of things you can do while there. Of course, if you're ever in Antigua on a Sunday night, Shirley Heights is the place to be. It's a beautiful cliff top overlooking our UNESCO World Heritage Site on island, one of the few of them in the Caribbean, and that area is called the Antigua Naval Dockyard or English Harbor, as it's commonly referred to on island. And it's just a beautiful spot where you can enjoy a fantastic sunset, all while enjoying the strumming sounds of the steel band, as well as a live soca and reggae band. Rum punches flowing, everything you can possibly imagine on the barbecue grill, from your fish to your shrimp to your lobsters, your burgers, your everything. And it's just a fantastic Sunday evening event. Great for families, great for couples, great for groups. Of course, there's been a few changes now due to the pandemic, so limited capacity, so a reservation is required for Shirley Heights. But if you're ever in Antigua on a Sunday, Shirley Heights is the place to be. And then, of course, there's a bunch of hot spots around the island that, any one of the friendly locals can say, hey, this is my spot. This is where you should go. This is what's happening on XYZ night. So you should go there. Certainly, tons of options for you to enjoy and be entertained.
We'll have to get your insight on the nightlife, because the girls are coming. So
Yeah.
They're definitely coming.
The single girl. Oh, yeah. Kim's ready to go.
Kim's ready to go.
I love that, Kimberly. I love it. I'm loving the enthusiasm.
I'm excited, and I'm definitely ready to visit. I'm interested in just visiting all the destinations that I've never been. So I'm 42, so I have a lot of living to do still. So I definitely want each time that I go somewhere to be something different and something to explore. This is definitely something that's on my list. I saw someone go to, I think she went to Antigua, and I think she's from there. And she took her baby to visit her family, and the baby was swimming in the water. It was beautiful. Everything was gorgeous. And I had my eye on it a little bit from just watching all of her pictures. So I'm definitely on board.
I know I'm ready.
You can't.
What is the busiest season down there, do you think? Around
It's an all year round destination, really. Most people think of us as the perfect escape for winter, but really the destination is beautiful all year round. So if you want to travel in the summer or even in the fall, certainly the winter is going to be our busiest season, because that's when everyone's trying to escape the snow, especially from the northern states. But surely you can visit us any time of year, because there's something for you to do no matter what time of year you are. In the winter, you have some of the activities. In the summer, you have carnival and so forth. And of course, going into the fall is when we're celebrating our independence. So you have activities in and around that, or seafood festival, etc. So certainly, there's tons of things that you can do depending on the time of year that you're going. But the weather's just really beautiful all year round.
I'm excited.
So I'm thinking carnival or celebration, independence celebration are the two times. We need to pick one of those times.
Well, I was thinking anniversary for next year.
That's your anniversary, not mine. November? Okay. That's the winter time. We'll have to see about that. We'll have to see about
That
that.
that's okay.
The best
You
time.
know, you're in
Um,
Houston. You've
yes.
of lately you've been getting snow, so you might want to escape that for a little bit as
I'm
well.
telling you, last year we don't want a repeat of last year. Oh no, no,
Right.
No
no.
more snowbid.
Yeah.
Kim wants to know, when is the best time for a person to travel there solo? You ain't going solo, Kim.
No,
Nope.
again, let me reiterate, it's a beautiful and safe destination all year round. But if you want to twin that with some activities or a particular event, certainly Sailing Week is a great time to be on island. That's the end of April during the carnival in August is fantastic. But really, you could visit us all year round because there's always something that you can do in between those periods as well.
I'm looking for the lay on the beach, hang out. That's and then go explore a little bit. That's what I'm thinking.
I want
Oh
to
yeah,
swim with the stingrays, and I want to
No.
snorkel, and I want to visit the shipwrecks.
right.
Lisa. She said yes, solo, not bringing sand to the beach.
Not to worry, there's tons of sand in Antigua for you to
Oh
sink your
my
toes
goodness.
in.
I believe that. And then that nice accent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're going to take a girls' trip, and girls are going to be swooning.
That's quite all
You
right.
know, these single girls. Oh my goodness. Take them anywhere.
We're very friendly people, so you won't be
Uh-oh. Did you hear that,
disappointed.
Lisa?
You want to dress in the native attire. Okay.
Okay. We
So
shall see.
that's actually a a a small cut of fabric and some coconut shells. So
Oh,
we're
okay,
considering
that's
that
not happening
in
here.
the
No,
Lisa,
I'm not going to be
can
able
do
to do
that
that
one.
one.
Now
just
what's that
just like
happening to me? No.
just like you see in the movies.
Oh
Well,
wow.
Kim, you got it.
You can do
I,
that one. We'll watch.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I jest. But we do have a national fabric. It's actually the Madras cloth, and you mostly see that in and around our independence, where we wear that Madras fabric.
Lisa.
All right, Lisa. All right.
Get your coconut shells, girl.
Oh my goodness.
So you said the carnival is around November the 1st, and
No,
you.
no, the carnival
Opposite.
is the first Monday and Tuesday in August. That's
Oh,
when it
August.
culminates, and the our Independence Day is November 1st.
Kim said, "Get enough drink in me, and I'll do it."
We're not going to get Kim and Lisa together. That could cause trouble.
Hope you guys
That's
are insured.
We're going to leave them in Antiqua. Oh my.
we'll
Lisa said,
indemnify
"Let's go,
ourselves.
Kim."
Oh my
Well, I'm down for that. And during carnival is when you dress up, in the costumes and everything. I want to go to
That's
a
when.
carnival in the Caribbean for
Yes,
sure.
definitely. That's when I think we should go is for the carnival.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I
you can.
can't go next year, but well, it's the first week.
It's the
We could
first
do
week
that. We could fit
in
it in.
August. Yeah.
We can fit it in. We'll figure it out.
Single people unite.
And Kim says she'll move there.
Lisa said, "Y'all can leave me there. It's okay. I don't think I'll be lonely."
Most definitely not.
Definitely not. Guys, it has almost been an hour, and we have
Gosh,
talked
already.
about Antigua and Barbuda so much that I feel like I'm just ready to go, and I think we've got a small crowd ready to go with us.
I think so. We've got a grouper already.
Yeah.
Thank
Let's
you
get this
so,
group
so
going.
much for
Come
being with
on,
us,
definitely.
giving us all this information. Please tell our listeners where they can find you.
If you're looking for me, or you can definitely find me on a beach in Antigua. I won't tell you which one. You'll probably just have to go searching. But of course, I'm on social media, so you can find me on Facebook. It's my full name, Norell Joseph, Antigua and Barbuda. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram. It's njoseph ANU, and certainly, if you'd love to get in contact, if you have other additional questions, you can always reach out to us via our website, which is visit antiguabarbuda.com, and you can just click the contact form, and certainly the information will come to us. So if you do have additional questions, feel free to reach us in that manner, and follow me on social media.
Definitely. Well, I have a question off topic. So how did you ever go
Okay.
from being a sports, from your previous profession to working for the tourism board?
So it was a pretty much an easy transition for me. I did, I was in radio before, so as I mentioned earlier before, this is like coming back to those fond memories of being a broadcaster news anchor. And so, I left Antigua after that, and came to the U.S. for college and started an internship with our office here in New York, and stuck my foot in and never left. So,
Okay.
been here 7 years now with the Antigua Barbuda Tourism Authority, and loving every minute of it.
I can imagine. I can definitely imagine. I think I would love every minute of
Oh,
it.
definitely.
Yeah, it's probably the easiest job in the world. Just telling people about my home. It's very easy to talk about something personally.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That would be true.
I really definitely appreciate all the information that you've given me. It's not something that people just automatically think of on the top of their head. Oh, Antigua and Barbuda. And so the information is definitely useful. And I'm going to take that information and run with it, because I do want to go to a destination that's not just super, super crowded and overloaded with tourists like all the time. So I'm going to, I mean, I'm going to keep this secret a little bit.
Because we're going to get off of here, and we're going to be looking to see how we can get this going. So, we've been looking for a different destination. We've been talking about someplace different, because everybody goes to the same places, and we want something different. So here we go. We're ready.
Definitely.
Yeah,
And I'm
and
still ready to
Antigua
go.
definitely offers you that. Antigua and Barbuda certainly offers you that. A lot of folks say, "Well, I've heard of Antigua, but I've never heard of Barbuda," or "I've been to Antigua and I've never been to Barbuda." And that's because Barbuda's been pretty much one of our best kept secrets for quite a long time. But the island is so up and coming with new developments, and now being on the map with the Nobu restaurant and so forth, that it's becoming almost a household name, and the new developments that are taking place is certainly gonna make it a very lovely place, rivaling some of the other upscale destinations in the Caribbean. And so, while we're known for our beaches, there's so much more to what we have to offer as a destination, and that's why our tagline really is "The beach is just the beginning," because there's so much to us than us 366 beaches that we have on island. So you'll never be disappointed having visited us for whatever reason, whether it's for that leisure vacation, that girls trip, your small meeting or incentive trip, as well as your destination wedding and your honeymoon, because we are one of the top destinations for destination wedding and honeymoons in the Caribbean. So certainly, whatever your choice is for escaping your home country, wherever you are, because you have clientele from around the world listening to you right now, and so we fail to mention other opportunities from around the world, but you can certainly get to us from London. We have nonstop flights out of London, Gatwick and London, Heathrow as well. So no matter where you're coming from, you can get to us quite easily, and you'll never be disappointed. It's certainly a fantastic place for you to be. It's the escape that you certainly deserve. During now, we're certified sun, sea, and safe as a destination. And so you can visit us anytime, any day of year, because it's a beautiful destination. And as I keep saying, you definitely won't be disappointed.
Well, thank you so, so much for all of that. We really appreciated that. We really appreciate that. I'm not going to keep it a secret about the destination, but I'm not going to tell everybody when I'm going.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, we're going to be live when we're there, so then they'll know where we're at.
Definitely.
We're going.
So be on the lookout, because we're coming, and we're bringing the wrecking crew with us.
Oh boy.
You hear that, girls?
So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Travel Talk Tuesday. Make sure that you tune in next Tuesday, and make sure that you watch Travel Talk Tuesday for travel tips. So everybody be safe.
Watch the replay. If you are talking about the destination we talked about tonight, tell someone to go and look it up.
Alrighty, so good night, guys. Be safe, be careful, be happy, and we're gonna see you in Antigua very soon.
That's right.
See you soon. Everyone. Take care, everyone. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye-bye.